Hi, welcome to another episode of First Take. I'm your host, Janae King, and I'm here with Kendall Robinson and Jonathan Marquardt. Today we'll be talking about the success of the Saints. The Saints look to go 4-0. Will they get the job done? Kendall, we'll start with you.
St. Francis football team is on a 3-0 start. It's no big surprise. They play Olivet, Trinity International. Those are teams they're supposed to beat. I mean, they don't even need a coach. They can just throw a football out there and just throw touchdowns all day. They can beat them off talent alone. Our secondary should be able to beat Trinity International. It was the first two games they won by 40, and then this past week, Trinity International was around to halftime. Then they pulled away with a 21-point victory. So that really doesn't impress me. They were supposed to blow those teams out. The true test, and when they will have their first loss, I'm pretty sure will come against St. Xavier. I hope they prove me wrong, but if I had to put my money, if I was a betting man, I would put it on St. X because it just comes down to coaching, just coaching. And for the last 10+ years, St. X has had the number. 2011 was a little bit different. They only won by 3 points. Probably one of the best games we ever had against St. X. But it's just come down to coaching. That's pretty much it. There are players that come from St. X. They tell us all the story about how St. X take St. Francis as a joke. They just don't respect us. They just do anything they want in practice because they know it's just a cakewalk, which to a degree is, for the past 2 years, looking at the score, has been true. But at the end of the day, I believe that the Saints will give them a good run, maybe the first quarter. Maybe they'll be around the second half, but at the end, St. X will win, like they always do. But who knows? Maybe this season it may change.
Jonathan, can I get your thoughts?
I don't know. I'm in a bit of a weird spot about St. Xavier and St. Francis. I mean, like I said, however long ago, that one game I saw at St. Xavier, it was just so many turnovers. It was like I was in a bakery. It was sad. And like you said, we barely ever beat them. When we beat them, it was only by like 3 points. That's barely anything. But at the same time, I do realize Coach Curry now has 3 years underneath his belt, and we got Torrance on offense, and we should be seeing a lot of points coming out of him.
Oh, he had that spectacular catch last year against St. Balled out. Unbelievable. E.J. White to Troy, one of the greatest catch, the announcer said. I agree.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, any doubts that people had when E.J. White left and had his fabulous record go with him, all of his touchdowns, any doubts that people had, they should have just gone away. We got Torrance. He's able to put up so many points. It's unbelievable. And I don't know. Another thing that St. Xavier's got going for them is the home field advantage. Their campus is right next to their football field. You can look from their home stadium, and you can see where people go to class every day. That's a big thing for an athlete. And we got Memorial Stadium. It's a nice stadium, I'll give it that. Beautiful grounds, but it's not by the school at all. So that home field advantage is a little missing for the Saints. And when we're up in Chicago against SXU, the Saints definitely have their school in mind, but it's not in front of them. It's sad. So, like I said, we got a lot of good things going on with offense, but at the same time, we got to look back on the past. We don't have a lot going against us when we're going to SXU.
Well, that's our show. Next time, we'll recap the Saints' next 3 games.